Welcome to What to Watch Wednesdays, hosted by someone's favorite film buff, Nathan. I love movies and I want to share that with you. From old originals to cult classics and foreign favorites, along with straight up drivel, WWW is your place for all things movies. Stick around and we'll leave you with a movie to watch over the weekend with your family or that special someone. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi. So, what'd you think of the intro? That little drawing looks exactly like me, doesn't it? Perfect likeness. I don't exactly know where to start. I know what I want to say, but I just don't know what thing I'm going to say first. This channel's been around for a while, and after trying to reboot it over the summer, I realized very quickly that I didn't have any ideas for it. I'm one of those people that if I'm given full creative reign, it'll either be really good or really bad. And it felt like that specific free reign was going to be really bad. So I kind of scrambled to find a new use for this channel. Thankfully, I already had a project that I've been working on consistently for the last 3 years that was just begging to be put somewhere else than its current home. So I decided to change course a little bit. For the past couple of years, I've been going to college, and it's an interesting experience. But the big thing that's happened has been getting a show on the school's radio station. I guess it's time to introduce this more properly. This channel is now called What to Watch Wednesdays. There's a reason for that, and that is because I run a radio show called What to Watch Wednesdays. This radio show is focused specifically on movies, if you couldn't tell by that wonderful little intro. I'm a movie guy and I'm going to talk about them and you're going to like it. So one of the great things about radio is it's very niche. You don't really find a lot of people doing it these days. I mean, you do find people doing it, but definitely not as much as you would find, let's say, Joe Smith and John Doe doing a podcast on Spotify, right? Like, most people just skip straight to the audio only stuff and they don't really go through the process of doing radio, traditional radio that's like live or even semi-live and playing music. It's like, why would we do that when we can control every aspect of it? But here's the thing. I like a challenge. I really like a challenge. What I don't like is the impermanent nature that reminds me that my life is futile and will eventually end. I like a challenge. What I don't like is impermanence, or the inability to go back without some kind of hurdle to the experience. What I'm trying to say is I don't like the fact that people can't easily access What to Watch Wednesdays if they don't listen to it live. They have to listen to it live in order to hear the episodes ever again, or for the first time. Once, like, they can't rewind it, it's constantly playing and you can't stop it. And I would be the only person who ever has the ability to listen back to it, and even then, not really. So what I decided to do is fix my little impermanence problem and fix another problem that I've been having at the same time. See, I have a radio show that I've been running for 2 to 3 years at this point that I want to be able to have exist somewhere permanently. And I have a YouTube channel that I'm struggling with sustaining over a long period of time. You can do the math here. I don't think you understand. It's only been a total of about, let's say, 50 shows, right? And yet I've been doing it consistently. Like, the commitment is there in my head. I've got the routine down. I've been doing it for quite a while. And with that kind of security going into this, I feel much more confident that this will actually work out in the long run. But you may be asking, well, what's the plan with the radio show? Are you gonna still be doing that? Can I listen to that? Do you want me to listen to that? I want to listen to it now. Great question. What to Watch Wednesdays is a radio show that airs every Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. on 88.1 The Berg, the official radio station of University. I will have the link to the website down in the description. You can go there and listen to it live every Wednesday, unless there's a holiday or a break. But pretty consistently, there will be a show from 8 to 9 p.m. for you to listen to. In case you want updates on whether or not the show will be airing, which it most likely will a lot of the time, and what else I'm doing, what all is going on with the show, and you want to read reviews after the show, then you can follow the Instagram page for What to Watch Wednesdays at What to Watch Wednesdays. All one word, no caps, no spaces. You know, the diddly dang deal. That kind of thing has always been mentioned. But, oh well, might as well throw it out there. It's only on Instagram because Twitter is the abyss of death, and there is no looking back. Meanwhile, on this channel, for the next 10 weeks at the very least, and most likely more, highly likely more, for the next indefinite weeks until probably, 3 months after June of 2026, there will be a new episode of What to Watch Wednesdays here on the channel. When I say new, I mean it's an old episode that I have cut down to remove any copyrighted music, adjusted the volume just a little bit, and given a nice little visualizer too. It will be uploaded here onto the YouTube channel as its own video. It'll be there as a podcast episode, more specifically. It'll be great. That will happen every Wednesday at 8. So at the same time as the new live episode goes out. So if you think about it, like I have, I'm kind of a genius for that one. I should mention that these episodes aren't new ones. They aren't exclusive either. They just have the music cut out, and the first one is going to be from January 7th of this year, 2024. So this isn't the exclusive place to listen to the new episode. That would be the Berg specifically. I do this because I can't exactly broadcast the new episodes here on the channel. I didn't want to dump all of them out at the same time either, because that just would feel cheap, and I'd rather do them per week anyways. It just feels like a better strategy. The show has been around for about 2 to 3 years, and it has existed before January of this year, but I didn't go any further back than that because that would be very far back, and it also would be suboptimal to be nice to myself. To not be nice to myself, they would suck. Keep in mind that, like I said, radio is impermanent, and the way we kind of capture the audio off of the air is a bit wonky, and it's not perfect. It's also been about 9 months since the first episode that will premiere on this channel has been broadcasted, meaning that there was a lot of stylistic choices that I made back then that I don't exactly make now when you listen to the show live. Again, it's all a process, and not to say that it's bad, it's definitely pretty good in comparison to how it originally was. It's just not perfect. Some of the audio files will cut off unexpectedly, some of it doesn't have outros, and some of it we've got like music fading in or fading out because of the way it's recorded. It's just a whole process, and I couldn't guarantee perfection, so I just kind of wanted to guarantee something half decent to listen to and something at least partially enjoyable for you guys. So that's all I can give you. I should also mention that at some point later down the line, I will probably be uploading episodes of What to Watch Weekends to this channel as well. Although I should mention that on 88.1 The Berg's website, they do have a catalog for What to Watch Weekends, so I'm not really super prioritizing that quite yet. It's really more so of a, if I get time and I want to do it and it doesn't take up more time than it would to render out the ones for What to Watch Wednesdays, then I might do it. No promises yet. Worst case scenario, and this is the worst case, this is just going to be a second screen content channel, specifically only ever, which I'm fine with. If anything, I made it specifically for that because the visualizer that I have is just a static image, really. It's not really made to be looked at in depth. You don't really need to look at it. And so you can just have it on in the background. And they're short episodes. So yeah, that's all I got. Stick around. First episode will be premiering this Wednesday at 8 p.m. So, hope you guys enjoy. And listen to What to Watch Wednesdays live from 8 to 9 p.m. on 88.1 The Berg. And follow the Instagram page. You will get a free car, a free boat, a free jet ski, my foot, your face, and I don't know, a gun.